Hello and welcome. My name is Ravi Telugu. I'm your instructor for Microsoft Excel course. Learning Excel can do a lot for your career. You have probably noticed hiring managers are interested in your Microsoft Excel skills. What exactly Excel is? Excel is a spreadsheet program developed by Microsoft which works on different types of operating systems like Windows, Mac, OS, iOS. And now what exactly Excel does is, Excel is a huge application with various types of functions and options. With Excel you can create a graphical representation of data, pivot charts, normal charts, data analysis, filters and macros and much more. What exactly we are looking in this video series? Number one, I'll be using Microsoft Excel 2019 and that is the latest version right now. And next, we purposely created very small videos so it is easy to find out the topic and go through it. Listen, it's time to working smarter, not harder. If you're ready to take your analytic skills to the next level and truly unlock the power of Excel formulas and functions, this is the course for you. And so what do you say? Get ready to dive in. Sign up now and get immediate lifetime access of high quality videos and also downloadable project files and course quizzes and homework exercises and one-on-one instructor support as well. We will focus on many of Excel's most powerful and widely used functions like financial functions, engineering functions, widely used functions and MIS reports. We cover all the categories for all the businesses as well, for all the working requirements. The goal of this course is to help you to become a master of Excel. We want to succeed and the material we have prepared will allow you to do that. Sign up now and get immediate lifetime access of high quality videos. Thank you. Hi friends, in this video we are going to learn about how to open Excel application and how to close Excel application. It's quite simple. Simply press Windows button and search for Excel. So when you type Excel text, system shows the list of applications that are matching to the text. So simply double click on Excel application in order to open it. Yes, on welcome note we may see that system is giving a chance to open a workbook or to open predefined templates. That is your choice, whether you like to open a blank workbook or predefined charts, right? So yes, now here I'm going to open a blank workbook. Simply double click on it in order to open it. Yes, a blank workbook has been opened. And if you want to close the Excel application, simply click on the close button, or else directly from the keyboard you also can press Alt plus F4. Directly from the keyboard you may press what? Alt plus F4. So when you click on close button or when you press Alt plus F4, system will ask you whether you like to save this or not. So it is your choice that where you like to save. If you want, whenever you click on save, system gives a chance to choose a location that where you like to save this. So here I'm going to save it on documents. I'm giving a file name as 1234 and simply click on save. So this is how we save an Excel application, right? Thank you. Hi friends, welcome to this session. So in this session, let us understand that how to open MS Excel. Very simple. Just simply click on the start button. Simply click on start button and search for MS Excel. So when you search for MS Excel, system shows the best matching application with the text. Here the system is showing Excel, right? So simply double click on the Excel application. By double click on the Excel application, we can open MS Excel. So here I'll show the second method that how we can open. So I'm going to minimize the screen.
The second method, directly press Windows plus R from the keyboard and again give the command EXCEL and click on OK. And this is the second method that how we can open MS Excel. On the first home page, you can access the blank work page or the pre-designed templates. In this newer version, you also can access the templates from the online. In order to access the templates from the online, simply click on more templates. And again here, simply search for your desired template. Now here I would like to create a budget. So simply I'm searching for budget. So when you click the budget, system is going to display the all online web templates. So you can access any of the template and simply click on create in order to edit that template. So instead of opening a blank page and creating all these things, instead of wasting your time, you can access the pre-designed templates from the web as well. So next we'll just discuss about the Excel overlook functions. So once again I'm going to give a Excel command in order to open the Excel. So here I'm opening the blank workbook. So here I just logged into Excel, the sheet number 1. So this is the preview of the Excel. You can see the first top header is known as the menu bar, and we also can call the same as a ribbon bar. The home menu, insert menu, page layout menu, right? So this is called as actually menu bar. And when you click on home menu, system shows the home menu tools. When you click on insert menu, system shows the insert menu tools. So this is the toolbar. The top one is the menu bar and the down one is toolbar. And here we are discussing about the name box. Name box shows the active cell address, is also known as address bar, and this is the formula bar where we can find out the formula of the respective function, and this is the save function, and this is easy access quick toolbar, and this is the minimize and maximize and the closure functions. Yes, as we already discussed, Excel is a combination of rows and columns, right? And A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, these are all columns, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are all rows. And the combination of column and row is known as cell. Is it clear? Right. But now here I have a doubt. Likely A, B, C, D, E, what is the total number of columns are available in a single sheet? To know that, simply press Control plus Shift plus right arrow, and what is that? A to XFD. In a single Excel worksheet we have total around 16,384, and again we have the rows 1 2 3 4 5 6, like that we have total 10,48,576. The shortcut key Control plus Shift plus down arrow, A to XFD, 16,384 columns, and again 1 to 10,48,576 rows in a single sheet. And also we can open unlimited sheets in a single workbook. In a single sheet we have 1 to 16,000 change columns and 1 to 10 lakhs change rows. And also we can open unlimited multiple sheets by clicking on plus sign from the workbook. The size of the sheets are dependent on the hard disk capacity. You can open as much as you want. You can open unlimited number of sheets, only the limit is your hard disk. So in the next video we'll discuss more functions, right? Thank you.
Hello friends, welcome to the session. In this session we are going to discuss about how to open MS Excel, how to close MS Excel, welcome screen functionalities, and also we'll discuss sheet menus, tabs, tools, so rows and columns, and also about cells. Yes, now let us start with how to open MS Excel. Yes, very simple. We can open MS Excel by using two functions. One is search function and other one is a run command. Yes, From your keyboard, simply press Windows button. When you press Windows button, system is going to show a dialog box with a search bar. In that search bar, simply type EXCEL. So when you type Excel, system is going to display the list of applications that are matching to this spell. So here system is going to display the Excel. Simply double click on Excel or press enter on Excel in order to open it. Now we are simply came back to welcome screen. Here I'm clicking on again close because I would like to show one more thing that how I can open MS Excel by using the second method. So simply close. Yes, the second method is that directly from your keyboard press Windows plus R. So when you press Windows plus R, system is going to open a dialog box which is known as run command. So in that run command, simply type EXCEL and directly click on OK. And again, this is a second method that how we can open MS Excel. So in this welcome screen, we can access the blank workbook and also we can access predefined templates. Yes, in the older versions we cannot access predefined templates. Only in the newer version from 2016 and 2019 we can access the predefined templates in Excel. Yes, if you want to open a blank workbook, simply click on blank workbook. System open a blank sheet, right? And or else if you want to access predefined template, for example, if you want to create a charts for your population, so you also can search a template in the internet. So click on more templates and here I'm going to search for a charts. So if you type charts, system is going to display the list of templates that are matching your text. So simply here I'm going to open a chart. Yes, you also can open a blank workbook and create tables, create data and insert chart. It takes a longer time, right? If you want to create in a fastest matter, simply click on more templates and search for your desired template name and simply click on create. So when you click on create, that respective template has been opened with the pre-formatted. There simply you can filter the data, you can change your data and just get the results, right? So I'm also going to close this once again. Yes, in the next we'll just discuss about the Excel sheet overview, right? So simply I'm going to open Excel once again by using Windows plus R and type Excel command and click on OK. Yes, now here I'm going to open a blank workbook and this is the Excel sheet preview, and you may see that the file, home, insert, page load, these are all known as menu bar and menus or ribbon bar or tabs. If you click on insert menu, system is going to display insert menu tools. If you click on page layout menu, system is going to display page layout tools. Correct? Next. Now we'll just come to down and this is known as name box or address box. System is going to display the active cell address or active cell name, right? And this is known as formula bar, that where we can type the formulas. Yes, as we already know that Excel is a combination of sheets. Sheet is a combination of rows and columns. Correct? Yes. This is known as vertical lines known as columns. This is column number A, column number B and column number C. And the horizontal lines known as rows, row number 1, row number 2, row number 3. I have a doubt. In a single sheet, how many number of columns are available, right? So what is the first column number A, right? So when you come forward, when you go forward, you may see that again system started with the double A, right? So likely I just wanted to know what is the last column. What is the first column? Column number A. Likely what is the last column? If you want to know that, simply type Control plus right arrow and the last column is that XFD. So what is the total number of columns are available in a single sheet is at 16,384. I repeat, 16,384 is the total number of columns in a single sheet. Yes, to come forward to a column, press Control plus left arrow. Yes, again we'll discuss about rows. So what is the first row number? 1, row number 2. So when you go to down, system is going to show row number 100, row number 200, like so. I just want to know what is the last row. If you want to know that, type simply Control plus down arrow. The total number of rows are available in a single sheet is at 10,48,576. Ensure that, I repeat,
16,384 is a columns are available in a single sheet, and again 1 to 10 lakhs 48,576 is a columns is a rows are available in a single sheet. Yes, so when you click on sheet number 2, we can see the same rows and the same columns. So likely how many number of sheets we can open? Yes, there is a limit for rows and columns in a sheet, but there is no limit for a sheet in Excel. There is no limit for sheets. There is a limit for rows and columns in a sheet, but there is no limit for sheets in Excel, right? So, and if you want to close MS Excel, simply click on the close function, or else directly you also can press Alt plus F4. And system is going to question you whether you like to save this sheet or don't want to save. As of now, I just don't want to save. If you want to save, simply click on save and simply click on don't save and press enter. Yes, this is how we open MS Excel and close MS Excel. Thank you.
Hi friends, welcome to the session. In this session, we are going to discuss about commonly used functions of Excel in all sectors. Those are sum, average, multiplication, division, percentage and all. So let us start by calculating sum. Yes, in Excel application we use the sum calculation in many ways, that based on the input. So now you may see that here the input is available only in 2 cells, and here the input is available in a single column sequence, and here the input is available in a single row sequence, and here the input is available in multiple column ranges. So we always used to change the formula that based on input, right? So first let us calculating by using only 2 strings. 2 strings are also known as 2 cells, right? So when there is a small range, you no need to use the actual sum formula. So directly you may use the plus sign instead of using sum function, right? So let us start calculating sum. So here I would like to calculate what is 120 plus 120. Now there is only 2 ranges. So here just start the formula by using equals to. Equal indicate that system understand we are going to start a formula. If you do not use the equal, system understand the formula as a text or number. Equal indicate that we are starting a formula, correct? Yes. So equals to, see, before starting that I'll just show the name box. What is the 120 address? The 120 address is that A3, column number A, row number 3. And what is the one more 120 address? It's about column number A and row number 4. If you know the addresses, directly just start the equals to what is the first 120 address? A3 plus again A4. So if you know the address directly, you just enter the cell reference addresses. For example, when you don't know about the addresses, simply, so after starting the formula, simply select string number 1 plus string number 2. So when you select this string, automatically Excel catch up the addresses and directly press enter. So what is the formula now? Equals to A3 plus A4 equals to string 1 address plus string 2 address, and directly press enter, and the result is 240 rupees. So we use this formula when there is a small sequences, right? So here we are going to do one more thing, that is that, see, we have the input in a single columnar range. So in these cases we cannot calculate like this. How? Equals to, what is the address? 120 plus 120 plus 120. This is highly difficult. So we are going to use the actual sum formula, right? So directly just start equals to sum open bracket equals to sum open bracket. Just directly select the total range. Select the total range and close the bracket. What is the formula? Equals to sum open bracket and simply select the range if it is in a single sequence, right? And instead of select, see, now here there is a small range, so you can simply drag down the mouse from up to down, right? So that it is easy. So when there is a larger data, in that cases, instead of dragging like this, you simply enter in that range what is the first cell address. That is D3, and use the sign colon. Colon indicates there is a continuity. What is colon means? Colon means continuity. D3 2 up to what is the last one? So the last cell address is that D12. So equals to sum from where D3 continued to D12, and simply close the bracket here and press enter. So this is how the total is a total 1200, right? And there is another way that how we can do. So now here I am going to show one more way that how we can calculate the sum in these cases. So simply activate this cell, simply activate plus one cell of the range, simply activate plus one cell of the range and go to home menu, and here next to the sigma sign there is a down handler is there. Simply click on the down handler and here select sum. So when you select sum, automatically the sum will be auto calculated to the respective range, and the formula is also auto populated, and directly press enter, and here the same total 1200, right? So here also simply, and now here again there is a same sequence range. So equals to sum open bracket, again select the range or enter the address or enter the cell addresses manually, equal to sum D17 continuation to K17 and close the bracket, and this is the result. Total is 960, right? So now we are going to, I would like to get the answer of range 1, range 2 and range 3 in this cell. So simply activate this cell. So here the start the formula equals to SUM sum open bracket equals to sum open bracket, and select range 1, select range 1 comma, select range 2, select range 2 comma, select range 3. Now there is no any other range, right? So here directly you make close. So equals to sum range 1 address comma, range 2 address comma, range 3 address, and directly close the bracket. The total sum of the three ranges is 3240. So this is how we calculate the sum formula in many ways, that based on input available. So friends, now let us just continue with the same common formulas of Excel. So next we are going to discuss about the subtraction. So very simple, there is no exact formula and there is no special formula for subtraction. There is that we can use only minus sign for the subtraction. Very simple, simply just start the formula equals to higher value minus lower value, higher value minus lower value, and directly press enter, and now 100 minus 10, the answer is 90. So there is no specified formula for the subtraction, there is only minus sign for subtraction, right? So next we'll just understand that how we calculate multiplication in Excel application. So very simple. So I just want to know what is the result of 4 into 5. So directly wherever you like to get the result, just activate the cell first by using equal sign and just simply select string number 1 into, and here the student are getting confused by using X or star. So in your keyboard you do not press X, just press from the newer keyboard, just press only star, right? So equals to A3 into, that means star, and again B3. So here the result is 4 into 5. 4 into 5 is a total, the result is 20, right? And here we also discuss about next one is that product. See, what is the product? What is product? Product is a formula which is used to multiply all arguments in a range, and also known as repeat addition. Very simple. I just want to know what is 100 into 100 result. Again that result into 100, that result again into 100. So I would like to get a repeat addition with continuous multiplication, right? So here the formula is that equals to PRO. Just simply type product, and select the whole range and directly close the bracket, and the total result is total. See, 100 into 100, 10,000, 10,000 into 100, 1 lakh, 1 lakh into 100, 1 crore, right? So this is how it works. Thank you. So friends, now we'll just discuss about the division. Very simple. I would like to share 100 rupees to the 3 people. So in that case we just use, see, there is no again specified formula for division. We just use a slash sign from the keyboard. So simply select equals to, select the input value and use the slash for division and select the number of sheet that you want to. So here I just want to know what is 100 by 3. So the result is 33.33 rupees, right? So next we'll just come back to learn about the percentage. So here a student Mr. X is getting 550 marks out of 600. So I would like to know what is the percentage of these 550 out of 600. Very simple. Select the total marks secured by total marks into 100. Total marks secured by total marks secured by total maximum marks into 100, and the result is the percentage of 550 out of 600 is 91.6%. And next I would like to get the average. A student is gaining around the marks of 80 and 30 and 64 and 15 and 19 and 100 in the respective from subject 1 to subject 6. I just want to know what is the average marks of this student when we compare all the subjects, right? So simply use the formula equals to average, AVERAG, average. So simply start the formula by using equals to average and select the six subjects and simply close the bracket, and the average marks of the student is 63.16, right? So here we are typing the formulas, right? So if you like to view the formula that what we typed, simply select the cell address, activate the cell first and directly press F2. F2 is a function key which shows active formula in that selective cell, right? So here I would like to view a formula of these 63, so directly press F2 here, and again if you wanted to know the formula of sum, directly there also simply select the activate the cell first and directly press F2. So whenever you press F2, system shows the list of inputs at the same time including formula. So here we can see the list of inputs here. So in this formula here we have taken inputs from 3 ranges, and the formula is that equals to range number 1, comma range number 2, comma range number 3. So this is how we works on Excel. Thank you. Friends, in this video we are going to learn about how to create new tabs and how to add tool groups. So very simple. You may see that the green area, this is actually known as ribbon bar, right? And the home, insert, page layout, these are all known as tabs. When you click on home tab, system opens the home groups. Those are all clipboard, font, alignments, number, styles. So here in the font group we may see that font face, bold, italic, underline, color fillers, color handlers, right? And when you go for alignment, there is a right alignment, left. So here I would like to create a document where oftenly I am using font faces, shapes and images and charts. So while you are creating a document, first you need to change a font face. So what we'll do, we'll just go to home menu. So whenever you need to add a image, again we'll just go back to insert menu, and here we click on image. So when you like to add a chart, again we'll just go to insert menu and again click on chart. So each and every time I don't want to shuffle from one tab to another tab. I don't want to search for all. So what I want to do is I just wanted to create one tab where my often features are added, right? So here it's a very simple way. You may see that now there is only home, insert, page layout, formulas, data, review and view, and developer and help is there. Now here I would like to create a separate tab. I would like to add some group tools. So very simple. Simply just click on file and just go to options. So when you click on option, the system shows the list of functions. Here the list of options, click on customize ribbon. As we already discussed, the green area, this is known as actually what? Ribbon, right? Now we are going to customize ribbon. So simply click on customize ribbon, and here you may see that by default I'm just going to minimize it. So here you may see that by default the main tabs are home, insert, right? So here I would like to create a new tab. So very simple. If you want to create a new tab, simply click on here, simply click on new tab, simply right click on the new tab, and simply click on rename. Here I am going to write a tab called as, for example, my document tab, my document, and click on OK, and simply click on See here, I have not added any of the groups. I just added only a blank one, is known as my document. So here in this document, I would like to add what? In this my document tab, I would like to add font face, charts, shapes and images, right? So very simple. Again, go back to the same file and click on options and click on again customize ribbon, and simply first you need to see now here which one is activated. Now the home is activated, right? So first, if you want to add any groups in the my document, first you need to click on my document, right? So here first I need to create a group. So in the group, I'm just going to rename the group, and the group name will be my document tools, and simply click on OK and activate the group. And now here select font and click on add, and again font size, click on add. Next I'm going to search for an image, so type I here and simply click on image and click on add. And one more thing, I would like to add shape, so type yes and just come down, and whenever you are observing a shape, simply select it and click on shapes and click on add, then simply click on OK. So now here you may see that yes, we just created a new tab with the group name of my document tools, and we added font size, image and insert. So this is how we create a new tabs and we add a groups to the tools, right? And if you want to hide it or if you want to remove it, simply just go to file, go to options, again click on customize ribbon, and simply see here whether you like to remove it or whether you like to hide it. That is your choice. If you want to hide it, simply uncheck the my document tab and click on OK. Now it was hidden. If you want to bring it back the same way, and if you want to remove it permanently, simply go to file and click on options, and click on again customize ribbon, and simply right click on my document and simply click on remove and click on OK. It has been erased permanently from the MS Office. So this is how we create tabs, we create groups, and we add tools and we remove tabs. Thank you. Friends, in this video we are going to discuss about editing functions in Excel application. So here first we'll just start with the overwriting or editing. See here in the cell number N3, which is having the spell of Microsoft. If you want to edit the cell, first you need to double click on the cell. So when you double click on the cell, it just activate the cell and it just give a chance to write a text continuously. So here we are not overriding it, we are simply editing it. Once again I repeat, if you want to edit any cell content, simply double click on it and just the cursor will get started blinking, and here simply you may start writing the cell. Here we have not overridden. If you want to override the cell directly, simply select the cell and directly start typing your content. Now here the Microsoft is replaced with the Excel. This is called as overriding, and the first one we have done, that is editing, right? So next, for example, if you do not have a mouse to double click on it, if you want to edit the cell, simply press F2. So when you press F2, the system will get activated blinking, and simply again you may keep writing the text. And if you want to override it, simply select the cell and start writing the numbers. So this is how we just override and edit. And next one is that formulas and functions. Now here I would like to get, says in Excel application by default some formulas are developed and preloaded, and some formulas that which we need to type manually. For example, sum is a basic formula which is already preloaded in Microsoft. So simply activate the range +1 cell and simply go to home menu, and next to sigma sign you may see that there is an option called as sum. So simply click on sum. Here automatically the range is selected, automatically the formula also auto written. Right here the total is at 3000 601 rupee. If you want to edit the formula, simply press F2, simply press F2, and here I'm going to add more 100 rupees. So now what is the result? 3601 rupee, right? So simply press F2 and plus 1000. Now before it is 3601 rupee, now here I'm going to add more 1000. The total is at 4601. This is how we edit the formula also. And see here, next we'll just discuss about using undo and redo. And if you want to see what is undo, what is redo, I just want to get back to my previous screen. So simply you may press Ctrl plus Z for undo. Before it was 3601 and now it just came back to 4601. If you want to go back, and just press Ctrl plus Z, Ctrl plus Z, Ctrl plus Z. You may see that it is just going Ctrl plus Z. And if you want to bring them back, just press Ctrl plus Y. And instead of using the shortcut key Ctrl Z for undo, Ctrl Z, Ctrl plus Y for redo, you also can use the system handlers. So this is for undo, this is for undo, and this is for redo, right? Yeah. Next we'll just discuss about find and replace. Yes, if you want to find something in the whole document, directly press Ctrl plus F. Ctrl plus F is a shortcut key which is used to find a text from the document. I would like to find AY. So here I'm going to type A and Y and simply click on find next. So here it is going to display Monday, which is having the text called as AY. I can click on next. Next, it just keep going forward, which is going to show all the available AY cells. Next, if you want to find something, you may press directly Ctrl plus F, and if you want to replace something, you need to press Ctrl plus H. So here I would like to find AY. For example, I would like to find only Y, and I would like to replace with the capital R, and simply click on replace or replace all. That is your choice. So whether you like to replace in one cell or whether you like to replace in the whole document, that is your chance. So here I'm going to click on replace all. So when you click on replace all, you may see that all Y is being replaced with the capital R. Here system is showing that all done. We made total 7 replacement. You may see that there is no Y in this screen because all Y's are replaced with R. And if you want to just get back, Ctrl plus Z to undo. Right. Next we'll just discuss about go to. For example, now my active cursor is C9. I would like to jump to C100. So in that cases, you may simply type Ctrl plus G and system open a dialog box and simply type G100 and click on OK. Directly the system has been moved. Your active cell is moved from C5 to C100. Here you may write whatever you like to write. Right. So this is how we'll just jump to the cells. If you want to come back to A1 cell, simply press Ctrl plus G, press Ctrl plus G and type here A1 and click on OK. We just move back to A1 cell. This is how we edit data in Excel. Thank you.